Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the adventure. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Mine just got a little bit better. I took a break from writing my third novel, Garden of Lies, available on Zach Pieper channel if you want to get started on the adventure for free. And the second one is currently available at Barnes & Noble's, Amazon, blah, blah, blah. Check in the description if you like reading epic fantasy. Self-plug over. I took a break from writing my third novel to take a snack. And while I was taking that snack, I was browsing the old Tweedle machine. And I stumbled across an announcement from Tucker Carlson that many have been pontificating about. One of my mods kind of sort of predicted over on my Twitch stream, one of my mods. And I think it's a statement that's worth sharing with you all on the off chance that you come to me for your news before going anywhere else. On the very infinitesimally small chance that happens. So let's check it out really quick and maybe give a little bit of commentary on it. Mostly I just want to signal amplify Tucker's message here because it's an important one. Let's go. Sorry. Gotta do the software things, put things where they belong and all that stuff. There we go.
Hey, it's Tucker Carlson. You often hear people say the news is full of lies. But most of the time, that's not exactly right. Much of what you see on television or read the New York Times is in fact true in the literal sense. It could pass one of the media's own fact checks. Lawyers would be willing to sign off on it. In fact, they may have.
Orwellian doublespeak.
That doesn't make it true. It's not true. At the most basic level, the news you consume is a lie of the stealthiest and most insidious kind. Facts have been withheld on purpose, along with proportion and perspective. You are being manipulated.
Yep. It is so easy to manipulate people if you feed them the right facts. You can completely warp someone's worldview by giving them facts with zero context. He's exactly right. It's extremely insidious manipulation, and it's extremely effective. Look at the left. They're the product of it.
How does that work? Let's see. If I tell you that a man has been unjustly arrested for armed robbery, that is not, strictly speaking, a lie. He may have been framed. At this point, there's been no trial, so no one can really say. But if I don't mention the fact that the same man has been arrested for the same crime 6 times before, am I really informing you? No, I'm not. I'm misleading you. And that's what the news media are doing in every story that matters, every day of the week, every week of the year.
And has been doing for 50 years.
What's it like to work in a system like that? After more than 30 years in the middle of it, we could tell you stories. The best you can hope for in the news business at this point is the freedom to tell the fullest truth that you can. But there are always limits. And you know that if you bump up against those limits often enough, you will be fired for it.
He would know.
Not a guess, it's guaranteed. Every person who works in English language media understands that.
Even independent creators like me. If you're familiar with this channel and my content, you know we've been struck. I think this channel caught shit a few times. Oh no, wait, not this channel. Anyways, this channel has had more than one video removed due to a community guidelines strike. Same thing on If You're Feeling Adventurous, and that's not even a political channel. That's just, a casual bullshit channel. And that channel has been censored and silenced because we say things that are true a little too often.
The rule of what you can't say defines everything. It's filthy, really, and it's utterly corrupting. You can't have a free society if people aren't allowed to say what they think is true. Speech is the fundamental prerequisite for democracy. That's why it's...
We don't have a democracy. We have a constitutional republic.
It's enshrined in the first of our constitutional amendments. Amazingly, as of tonight, there aren't many platforms left that allow free speech. The last big one remaining in the world, the only one, is Twitter, where we are now. Twitter has long served as the place where our national conversation incubates and develops. Twitter is not a partisan site. Everybody's allowed here, and we think that's a good thing. And yet, for the most part, the news that you see analyzed on Twitter comes from media organizations that are themselves thinly disguised propaganda outlets. You see it on cable news, you talk about it on Twitter. The result may feel like a debate, but actually the gatekeepers are still in charge.
That's because they set the terms of the conversation by saying what is being talked about, by getting to decide what is and isn't on the news, and by getting to decide what can and can be said about what is being covered on the news. The gatekeepers frame the conversation. From the get-go, it's an uphill battle because people on the right side of the issue, and I mean that both in the moral sense and political sense, the right side of the issue, they have an uphill battle on their hands because they have to give additional context, investigate for all the facts, and convince people they're being lied to. And that third one, the convincing people they're being lied to thing, there's scarcely a more difficult thing on the planet than convincing someone they've been lied to.
We think that's a bad system. We know exactly how it works, and we're sick of it. Starting soon, we'll be bringing a new version of the show we've been doing for the last 6.5 years to Twitter. We'll be bringing some other things too, which we'll tell you about. But for now, we're just grateful to be here. Free speech is the main right that you have. Without it, you have no others. See you soon.
So, I would like to say thank you to Tucker. He's an important voice. He's useful. He's fighting the good fight. And I sincerely want to say thank you to Tucker. You know, all the little small individual kind of people like me and all the other small political channels compared to you, Tucker, we're all right behind you. And I hope all the grassroots, just regular old people out there are behind him too. We're starting to build momentum. We're starting to level the playing field. Don't slow down. Don't give up. Don't get complacent. The tide is turning. I can feel it. And if you can't, just wait. Trust me. I appreciate you being here. Take care of yourself. Stay free. And welcome to the adventure.